What? An error occurred? Hang on, hold up.
Let's
try that again. Okay, there we go. All right, Dean, count me in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dean, last night, I think I broke my toe working on the show.
Oh no! What happened?
2 toes, actually.
Wow, 2 toes.
I was so let me pan down here. So I have my iPad, right? And I was doing this was right before I went live. So I'm working on this show sheet and my iPad does a little bing 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 like we're about to die. So I plug it in to the charger down there and the little charger looped right around just like this right here.
Oh, on the chair.
And then I turned, iPad fell off the desk, corner of the iPad, bro, boom, right on 2 of my toes, dude.
Hey, at least it didn't hit the ground and shatter. Your toes saved your iPad.
Yeah, if anything, I can say that I've put blood, sweat, and tears under the show now because my toes were bleeding really bad.
Yeah,
it hurt. It really sucked.
Sweating.
Yes. Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. And we want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Collecting Weekly.
Big shout out there.
Hell
Dean,
yeah.
let's kick it off with the world's greatest podcast segment. I will let you run through this solo, we're going to use this crispy drop that Manny made for us in the edited podcast.
Oh, have I heard it before?
If you didn't listen to the last episode, then no.
Wow. Okay, well, it's new this week. What did you get new this week? I actually had a pretty busy week. Where do I start? Okay. Most of it is stuff from BBTS. I got my Mandalorian that I pre-ordered, the 3.75-inch vintage collection. Super clean. Also, like, just a beautiful figure. I really want to open it, but I'm probably just not going to.
I was looking up on YouTube. There's a way to open up those without destroying the card back.
Yeah, but I would also want to, be able to put it back in. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you glue it. That's what it's for. Like you glue the bubble back to the card back.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people do it, like not vintage collectors, but the vintage collection collectors.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how the fuck do they get those cards off so cleanly? Because every time I've done it, I mean, it looks like a goddamn Neanderthal was trying to open these things.
Right.
And the last time I had one, I tried really hard, and it fucked it up. The key is, if you look at that package, on the bottom of the bubble, there's like a little lip on the very bottom. You get a knife and you put it under that, and then you just work your way around the bubble up to about like 1/2 of the full thing, and then you can pull the little holder out.
Huh. Maybe if I get a second one, I'll do it, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna do it this one.
We have Sean, Austin, and Danny in the chat.
Hey,
welcome, guys.
What's up, guys? And then I also got from BBTS the Mandalorian pop on the blurg.
Oh, nice.
I just thought it was cute, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna own a pop, I'll just get that one because it's so cool. I also feel like you could rip the Mandalorian off and then use this blurg for the Black Series. Look, hold on.
I mean, but it's the Funko sculpt, right?
Yeah, but you could definitely like futz it and paint it. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but I mean, I have a 1/12 scale blurg, and it's a little bit bigger than that. Appears to be.
I'm just saying, if push came to shove, and you didn't want to pay for,
if you didn't have a sweet angel like Watto Scrapyard sending you,
right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I have it in my garage, and if you want it, it's yours. Wow. I haven't finished it, but
high praise. And then also, I got this from our beautiful friend PJ. You guys know PJ. Brienne of Tarth.
Dude, that figure looks dope.
Dude, this is easily, and I own the Hound, Jon Snow, and Daenerys. I don't have Tyrion, Jaime, or what's her face, Arya. But I could tell you from the figures that I own, this is easily the best one they've ever made. It's so well done, dude.
And you got the deluxe version, right? With
Yeah, this
the
is the
poncho?
deluxe one.
Dude, that's fucking
Yeah,
sick.
with the fur shawl and stuff. It's so cool. It's huge though, so I'm just gonna display her like this next to the hound.
Is she a pretty?
'Cause
I mean, I know the actress is really tall. Is this figure really tall?
yeah, it's I mean this is it, and this is a pretty high accurate Luke Skywalker. So
Yeah, Mark Hamill's pretty short. He's like 5'8",
I mean you could
5'6".
see she's almost a whole head taller. So
Yeah,
maybe
that
she's
makes
too
sense.
tall. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So there's that. She's super. Dude, this thing's so cool. I love this thing. I'm so glad I got it. I almost didn't buy it, and I was like, I'm gonna really regret it if I don't.
Yeah.
Um, and then finally, first time officially on the stream, I finished my 1/6 scale PewDiePie.
Look at that.
Thanks to the help of Watto Scrapyard and Ian over at Darkside Customs for the paint. Very people either really like the outfit or they absolutely hate it on Reddit. But as you can see, my post on Reddit has 25.9 thousand upvotes as of right now.
Yeah, when you posted it, I think it was on Sunday, right? Or was it Saturday?
Yeah, I think it was Sunday.
Yours was the number 2 post on his subreddit for the day, which is
Yeah,
pretty big deal.
yeah,
Like with
it
2
went
million people.
from 0 to 10,000 in the first hour. I was like, oh, my phone was blowing up, dude. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
I would have turned those notifications off, dude. That would have
I
been
do. I could
super
not
annoying.
keep up with it. It was wild.
We almost ended the show over this, Dean, because you
What?
didn't give me a shout out in your little video. You
Oh
really hurt my
my
feelings.
god!
I mean,
And
if
I was
anything,
like, Zach, I was like, it was my idea. Watto printed it. Ian painted it. Like, I was like, I don't know what you wanted a shout out
I
for. Like,
coordinated shipping and delivery of the head sculpt. I held it for weeks until you were able to get it to
but
you,
then,
and then I dremeled out the head, the most important part, because he looked
yeah,
like a goddamn sphinx with this like
wow.
extended neck
Okay,
until I
well,
fixed it.
I was working on it, and you were like, "Oh, I could do it faster." I was like, "Okay," but
Okay,
yes,
not
I
only
was
were you working
wrong
on
to
it,
not.
you were stabbing it with a
I
what
was
is it, a
filing it
file?
down with it.
I was like, dude, how long did this take you? And you're like, in a few hours, and it was like one tiny little.
Yeah, it was. It did not work out.
Yeah, we had to Dremel
Um,
a shitload of that sculpt out
yeah,
to get it to fit
dude,
right. It was like I was
I would have
covered
been
in
at it
resin.
for hour, like a day. So
Episode
I
200,
was wrong.
Dean.
Shout out to Zach
Thank
for
you,
helping me out.
thank you. That's
Um,
all I wanted.
but
That's
go
all I
check out
wanted.
the YouTube video. I show kind of the process and how
It was a good video.
Sean
I
did
think it did
it,
really
and
good.
a little quick like progression shots from Ian. And
Yeah.
then I also got this as a bonus when I got Brienne a little John Wick head.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty good likeness.
John Wick.
I think if I bloodied it up, it'd be a little better. So, but yeah, now I kind of want to build a John Wick because I also got a John Wick shirt.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but this
That's
is
pretty
actually
cool.
for a different custom, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Was that all you got this week? Didn't you get the
I got
super
some
parts?
other bits and pieces because I'm doing another custom. But that's in the mail. I got it from Cody. Shout out Cody.
Didn't you get the super parts for your VF1J also?
I did. Thank you. I got the super parts from my VF1J 1100 from Toynami. They retailed for $9.99. Of course, that was back in. I think I got that figure back in 2008 or 7. It's a long time ago. Of course, they're not $9.99 anymore, but I was able to find them on eBay for $25. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna pay. It's $25. Like, it's not the end of the world. So I bought those. It's very cool. I've literally had it at my desk like for we haven't recorded in like 2 weeks. So I've had it at my desk that whole time. And then last night I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it away in the display, and I don't have it with me, but
yeah. Austin Crafton says, did you guys hear about Sideshow's 1-day sale on old Hot Toys figures such as Iron Man Mark 46, the Hot Toys Star Lord? Yeah, so about 2 or 3 times a year, Sideshow will find some old stock of items that, for whatever reason, they've had and they'll offer those for sale. So I don't think it was a formal 1 day sale, but like they listed all those items and sold them in 1 day. Um, for me, I had an interesting 2 weeks. I bought some stuff, and a lot of that stuff is already out the door. Just didn't really mesh with my collection that well. But one thing that I got just a few hours ago from Stevens Collectibles and More, which is something I've been waiting for all year, was the Hasbro
Yeah,
Lightning Collection Blue Ranger, and this thing is fucking awesome. I
dude,
know
it's so funny because I think last time I was over there, I asked you, I was like, "Yo, when the hell is the Blue Ranger coming out?"
Yeah, and I need to cancel my Big Bad Toy Store pre-order because Steven got it so early. But I'm really excited. This is a really nice figure, really crisp paint application. The sculpting looks really good on the helmet. Not too keen on the Billy head sculpt, but I mean, all things considered, this is a really nice figure, and I'm happy to have finished the team. Manny also picked up. Steven actually did 2 deliveries for us today, and Manny got. The Blue Ranger and the Gold Ranger, and I think Manny said the gold was actually one of his favorite 12th scale figures in his collection, which is really high praise.
Yeah,
There's definitely some stuff that I picked up that's I'm probably going to be moving soon. I picked up some stuff from Rainer, and I don't know, man. I picked up some Suicide Squad figures, the Harley Quinn and the Deadshot, and I just didn't really like them as much as I thought I would. The Harley Quinn, especially, I don't like to use stands in my display if I can avoid it, and I
yeah.
definitely didn't want to use a stand on her, and she kept falling, and it just drove me crazy. My Maleficent should be in this week, so that's a really cool pickup. And later in the show, we'll talk about one of my actually my second statue purchase. So we'll talk about that
Yo.
here in a little bit. But Dean, let's get into this week's news. Starting, do you like that?
Oh, it almost reminded me of that. I hate that guy. Let's get right into the news. What's his name?
Oh, I have no idea.
Stupid asshole. The one Ethan just made a video about on H3.
I don't know.
The
It's not
drone
worth. It's
alert.
not worth stopping the show over. But
Yeah.
Hot Toys put up their Spider-Man Mark IV pre-order. This comes in at $255, releasing April to June 2021. I love the look of this figure. If this translucent luminous reflect is anywhere near as good as the Black Panther solo movie figure, I think this is going to be really good. Um,
Yeah,
my
looks cool.
only complaint, we talked about this on After Dark, I think a few days ago or last week, is that it seems kind of accessory light for the price. You don't get the phone, you don't get the little grenades. There's just like several things that I think are missing, at least from these pre-order pictures. So it'd be interesting to see what he comes with at the end of the day. Additionally, the suit does appear to be the Iron Spider type suit with that really tough and not super posable fabric. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is gonna be another one of those figures that you just can't pose, and if you
Yeah,
do, you're just gonna likely just ruin the figure. Um, it's very cool. It's beautiful. I guess I don't have that DLC or whatever because I do not remember the suit in the game, and I beat that game.
yeah.
Um, so this might be like a new thing. If that spider was any different, I'd probably like it more.
You mean
Um,
the logo on the chest?
yeah, I don't know. It's just it's weird.
People are very. I've been getting into Spider-Man stuff lately. Ever since I blame Alfred from comic book characters, but it seems like people are very particular about the style of logo, and I'm learning this because I mean there's so many iconic designs, and anything
Right.
that strays away from those just tends to just get like a bunch of hate on the internet. So um
Jason said sculpt muscle auto arms are going to be horrible. Yeah, that's the thing I like about the or yeah, the tech suit Spidey
mhm.
is the suit is actually on top of the body. These like the advanced suit, the muscles are the suit. So like if you
Yeah, it's like
articulate
a
the
body with
arms,
muscle
yeah,
in the
it ruins the aesthetic of the figure if you like lift the arms. And Spider-Man's a character that like you would absolutely want to pose him as crazy as possible.
yeah.
That's the Dude, I was so ready to buy the advanced suit Spidey, and the second I saw that, I was like, oh no, I don't like that at all. So I think for me, Homecoming tech suit Spidey is the one for me. I don't see myself buying any other Spider-Man.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Mario says pass on that Spidey, maybe one step closer to the classic suit. This one up for
Oh
pre-order
yeah,
also while we've been gone. Asmus Galadriel coming in at 195, releasing
dude,
August 2020. The Asmus online store exclusive is the mirror and the altar. And my goodness, this head sculpt is
dude,
beautiful. This is probably one of the greatest female head sculpts that I personally have ever seen in a while. Dean, what do you think about this?
dude. If the head sculpt comes out looking like this in the final product, it's probably one of the best sculpts I've ever seen.
A slam dunk, dare you say?
Dude, a grand slams, home
A
run.
windmill, a
Uh,
windmill.
yeah, like if if you laid down a uh, basket and just like had someone holding the basketball and was running home runs, like two sports in one, over and over again. Like it's phenomenal. Now, again, this is a promo,
Pre-order
so
versus final.
yeah, it's a very different story. But holy shit, this thing looks amazing. This is so good. I might start collecting Lord of the Rings figures if that's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
And the price point's really good there, 195. I mean, you really can't beat a price like that for a 6 scale figure these days. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one. Very interested to see how it turns out. I just think they really nailed it. The outfit looks beautiful. The accessories look great.
And she's
The
such a cool character too.
the Asmus, I think their stock is down to like the 20s for the exclusive version. They've sold, I think, over a few. I think it was like 200 that they started with.
Wow.
And there's a guy that does some coding, and I don't know how he does it, but he can see how many are in stock still. And it's definitely one that's going to be sold out by this time next week.
Wow.
Dean, this was something very interesting. We did talk about this a few weeks ago. The Imagination Works with ninth scale Goku. This is coming in at $110, releasing Q4 2020. Uh,
Yeah.
this has different types of textures in the outfit. It also uses seamless arms, and the elbow joints have no clear.
Told
Um,
you.
yeah, which is what you called. There's two types of facial expressions, three types of eyes, black hair and Super Saiyan hair, which means you can create 12 different facial patterns. There seems to be, let's see, and then also four different sets of hands. And it says it has a pedestal. So, very interesting to see this figure here. My initial thoughts are one, I don't like this. Ninth scale is so far removed from anything that Bandai makes currently that um, having something like this when you have, probably almost 100 plus figure arts in 1/12 scale just is really annoying. The texturing on the outfit, while it does look good, it also doesn't really make any sense for an animated style character to have this much detail in their suit. Does look good, but not a fan. Additionally, I think all the improvements that they made from the 1.0 Goku body to the 2.0 Goku body are all lost here. The big cuts in the legs here, the big knee joints here, these just look really awful. The ankles look really awful. Nothing about this figure looks good to me, with the exception of these seamless arms. If there's any company that would nail a seamless arm, it's going to be Bandai. And just from the pictures that they've shown, these seamless arms look so much better than anything Hot Toys has ever produced. And of course, it would be Bandai that would do it. Dean, what are your thoughts on this?
You know, Zach, many years ago when they announced a figure arts line, there was
Yes.
probably people like, why? Like, why are you only gonna release like a Goku? But then they released other figures. So I think, yeah, there's no other 1/9 scale Dragon Ball Z figure.
Uh-huh.
But if this is successful, why would they not make more? I would love to see a Vegeta in this scale. Um,
Let me put it to you like this. So this comes in at $109, right?
yeah.
A standard Goku costs $35. So you're looking about
Well,
2.5 times the cost. for a figure like there's some figure where it's at runs $70 retail. Multiply that by 2.5 times. I don't think that this is a very collectible line. Personally,
I
I
mean,
mean, you're
Broly
right.
was
You're
what,
totally
$75?
Broly was
No, Broly
85.
was more than that.
Yeah, Broly was more than that. So
Yeah,
if they were to make a Broly in this scale, I
so
mean
for
that
another, I mean, sure, but for another $20, it's like, I mean, fucking Gohan's $90, which we're gonna
yeah,
talk
but
about.
that's the P Bandai increased price. That Big
Yeah,
Bad
but it's like, I mean, there's no argument to be made. It's like, oh, this is $100. Well, fucking Gohan's 90. Like, sorry, like, yeah, it's.
it should
I'm
okay.
gonna
So
get it.
just a correction on Gohan because we're gonna get into him in a second. Gohan's price is $52, but on Big Bad Toy Store they're buying that figure at full price and then upcharging it up to 82.
Okay.
So that's not a true price comparison, but you're right. There was a point when they first dropped figure
Because
arts. I think they started with Piccolo.
figure arts are getting cheaper.
I guess. I
I've
mean, I
been
guess.
collecting figure arts longer than you, and I
Um,
could tell you,
I got my first figure arts.
Goku's at $35 was not normal. When they dropped Saiyan Race on Earth Goku for $35, it's like, holy shit, $35 for Goku? Hell yeah!
Because I paid $35 for Piccolo and $20 for Gohan. The first Piccolo and the first Gohan when they came out. That was back in like 2014.
I mean, you're wrong.
But that was at Barnes and Noble.
And they were probably on sale. Barnes and Noble puts those things on sale all the time.
They could have been, but I'm just saying, like, I vividly remember like paying less than $60 for both of them, and now Piccolo comes out for $60 by himself. I do agree, though. This could be the start of a great thing with them, but Richie makes a good point here. Those joints and the knees look unnatural compared to the arms as far as the seamless look. It would have been interesting to see if they could have nailed the seamless look in the gi. That would have been a slam dunk.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I like the because honestly, the 2.0 Goku, if you bend the knee all the way, you can tell that there's clear cuts. You know what I mean? This one looks like at least the sculpt goes all the way through.
Yeah.
Standing, it looks phenomenal. It looks like it's drawn. Like the lines are very. I think it looks great. I have no problem with the knees.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when this one comes out. I know Stevens Collectibles is offering a pre-order on this. But yeah, definitely a really cool figure. And it does come with a lot of different parts. This is the Gohan that we were talking about. Big Bad Toy Store has this one up for $83 with a $16.60 NRD. The reason for the NRD is because, like I mentioned, P Bandai requires you to pay in full for your product at the time of pre-order. And since Big Bad Toy Store is buying these in bulk, they're trying to mitigate some loss if you do cancel the pre-order. I think this looks great. Manny
So they're
says
charging you $16
of the 83 up front.
Then 56 for the figure, and then another.
No. So you're
just said the
paying
figure was
80.
56.
Yes. If you and I were to go and buy it from P Bandai, it's $52, right?
$52.
Plus shipping, whatever that is. Now, Big Bad Toy Store, that's if you buy it through P Bandai and you pay that money up
with their NRD. That's $68.
No. You're not understanding. If you go on P Bandai, right? You pay $52 and you're paying all that money up front. Like today, if you were to pre-order, you get charged today immediately.
Okay, and let's just say they charge you $16.
No, there's no $16.
They do you free shipping?
I don't know what the shipping is, but I'm just
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
The $16 is a Big Bad Toy Store.
Let's just say it's $15 for P Bandai to ship it to you.
The shipping's $10.
Your total is
the shipping's $10. $62.
Okay, $62.
Okay.
So BBTS is selling it for what?
For $82, of which you're paying 16 up front. So you're not paying 82 plus 16. You're paying 82 minus 16 when it gets released. Plus $4 to ship it. So you're paying $86 plus tax, which is like $94. Okay, so you can either pay 62 or 94. The difference is...
So they're just charging you an NRD.
Exactly.
On top of whatever it costs.
No. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
because it's
I don't know if you're trolling me or not.
no.
Okay,
let's just say
okay,
they
so
didn't
let's
charge
get
the NRD. It's $66.
no, it's $62. Okay, just let me
I mean, I
clarify.
just did it on my phone.
Let me just clarify here. Okay, so what's that 62? It's 82 minus 16. So yeah, you pay 66 more. The
That's what I'm
NRD
saying.
the NRD doesn't get added to the 82. It's subtracted from the
That's what I
82.
just said. That's what's
No, you
left
just said
over
88
after
plus
the
16.
60. Dude, I will leave the stream right now.
Go ahead, dude.
So they're just charging
They're charging
an NRD
because they're paying the 52 up
right.
front.
Okay.
And they don't want you to cancel because then they're out of $52.
Why would
if
I
they don't sell the
cancel? I
figure.
want the figure.
I
think if you
for
don't
financial
cancel, they
reasons.
should. I think if you don't cancel it and you pay, they should give you back the 16. It's like insurance. Like, give us $16, and then at the end of it, we'll give you your. It's like when you move into an apartment.
Like a security deposit,
Yeah.
but they're charging you $82 because they're taking the risk and they're also upcharging it.
Yeah, but they're taking a risk, and then when I purchase it, there's no more risk for them. Give me back my money.
Yeah, but they have to make a profit too for everyone that does cancel.
Oh,
like,
you think
I get what you're saying, but that's just the numbers that Big Bad Toy Store has decided.
Look, I get it.
Okay,
I don't like it. I would just rather pay up front.
Okay, then pay up front. Go to P Bandai and pay
I don't want to.
$62.
I'm just saying I would rather.
Okay, well, this is what it comes with.
I was super stoked they announced the second head.
Yeah, so they did announce the second hair sculpt, looking really good. This is the I mean, you can represent the Namek saga and the Saiyan saga. What really bothers me about this is they went back to the clear Dragon Ball, so that leaves Master Roshi's 3-star as the only one thus far that has that metallic effect to the Dragon Ball. Yeah, I just don't really get it. I don't know why they made Master Roshi's like that.
Dude, it's really weird. I don't even have a guess as to why.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got really hung up on this one, so let's move forward. Demoniacal Fit re-teased their Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They mentioned this first in July of 2019, and they dropped a post today on Facebook that says, "Are you ready?" ? Really got the world excited for that. And they also did tease, I don't know if I have a slide here, but they also did tease the Kid Trunks digital render just like this. So that's really exciting.
Dude, they're coming out with too many fucking renders. It's like, why don't you just release a goddamn figure?
Well, that's the thing with Demoniacal Fit is they constantly do that. I think 2 years ago they released renders of Raccoon and what's his name, Birder, and they still haven't released them yet. So
yeah, and then they don't have the Goku with the blue shirt. The
Ultimate Gohan 2.0.
Yeah, like,
which is like, I'm just wait. Time out. By the way, are you selling? I think you mentioned you had a Goku SSB that you were selling.
Yeah, right here.
Are you still getting rid of it?
Yes. If Demoniacal Fit would release that goddamn Goku I just mentioned. Because I wanted this Goku with the blue shirt. And I was like, oh, I'll just do a custom. And then I was like, wait a minute. Demoniacal Fit was supposed to come up with that figure. Why would I do a custom if they're just going to do it? But they haven't released it. But if you need one, let me know.
It could be my birthday gift.
Oh, no.
Dean, wow. This podcast is over. Dean, this is probably the dumbest thing in a long line of dumb things that I've seen recently. Bandai is releasing, in honor of, I think, like the 50th anniversary of Cup Noodle, they're releasing a Cup Noodle model kit. And it comes with a lot of pieces, some really fine, intricate color separation here. But at $25, you could buy a lot of cup noodles.
Yeah, we did the math the other day.
Yeah, we did the math, and I mean, cup noodles are shelf stable, so you could just have a cup noodle on your desk.
On your desk, yeah,
and have the same effect of having a fake one. And it also takes you less time because you don't have to spend 2 hours building it. So
and it would probably smell better.
This is just one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
The crazy part is that
I think it might be the dumbest.
People took the time to make this, like to design this, to go through the process. There were other things that probably didn't get made so that this could be made. Like Can you imagine, Dean, if like Figure Arts had a blue shirt Goku up their sleeve, and then Bandai's like, "No, let's make a cup noodle model kit."
Right.
It's just a wild world we live in.
Like,
Watch, this
hey,
is
we
gonna.
really need to get this new I don't know, fucking Whis model kit out. Yeah, but we're making the cup noodles, so we don't
Yeah,
have the resources to make Whis.
yeah.
It's like, oh, cool,
Uh,
thanks.
Arrow says I bought it. Great gift for my cousin. What a guy. What
Just
a
go buy
guy.
him a pack of them, and he
He
can
can
eat
eat three
them.
of them and then save one.
Yeah.
This was a cool update. So Kay from Superman Toys, they did post an update on this jacket. I think it looks fantastic. My only concern is this tiny little white string right here. I don't think that's going to last very long. If you're clasping and unclasping the jacket, the shirt looks great. The holster looks great. The body, kind of hard to tell, but the fit with this suit on or with this jacket on is really nice. Dane, I think this is going to be a really good figure once it finally gets released in the year
Uh,
2049.
yeah, I can't believe we still are getting updates instead of shipping notifications.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
Will you
It is
keep an eye out for one for me? Because I want one.
for the figure. We'll keep an eye out
Yeah,
for you.
because I know it's like it's so old technically that the pre-orders are gone. I don't know if people
Yeah,
have canceled or what, but
you
I
should go
want
on
one.
TNS and put that you want to buy one. I'm pretty sure there's someone that is just tired of waiting that is going to be forced to buy one because they can't cancel on TNS. I think they would probably gladly sell you their slot. This was a new thing. So Top Gun, it has a Transformers mashup, which just seems like the best idea ever. This is props to what is this, weeaboo.com. There's going to be a F-14 fighter jet bot
Weeaboo?
named
No.
Maverick. I don't know how to say that. So Hasbro is not the master license holder for Top Gun products. This makes for an unexpected reveal, but Paramount does have a new Top Gun movie coming out as well, is working on several Transformers projects. So from that standpoint, I guess the mashup makes sense. I've noticed a lot of Top Gun merchandise at Walmart lately, and it's all totally random stuff. There's like a teddy bear that plays the songs from the movie. There's Hot Wheels cars, no actual aircraft though. So yeah, I'm definitely starting to see the Top Gun stuff come into the shelves, but it all looks pretty awful, like really janky third party stuff. This looks really cool and it makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, the Tomcat, right?
What's that? Yeah, the
Yeah,
Tomcat. Yeah,
yeah, dude. That's I mean, I've seen. I mean, there's Star Wars Transformers, so like this doesn't surprise me if it's real.
no,
It
no, no.
it looks real. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Um, it's cool. In fact, it's clean as hell. Now the what do you call it? The
The robot mode
like
or the alt mode,
yeah,
undercarriage,
yeah, like when you like turn them upside down, you can like see the legs and stuff. What's that called?
kibble.
Yeah, the kibble. I don't know what the kibble looks like on the underside, but
Mhm.
from this angle, that looks good.
Dude, this looks fucking amazing. Like it
Yeah,
cleans up really nicely. But
especially if depending on how big it is, that'd be pretty sweet.
generally with Transformers, you do have to sacrifice the top or the bottom of the vehicle mode, with very rare exceptions. So I could imagine this one being a little bulky on the bottom, but
Dude,
definitely something that's going to be neat to see.
no one handles transforming jets better than Robotech. Where's
Really,
Danny Lee in the chat? He could attest to that. Those
Danny Lee
things
says the
are
robot that
so
they're
clean.
basing this off of is Leader One from GoBots.
I don't know anything about that.
GoBots is where a lot of the Transformers designs come from. Dean, let's get into things that were released this week. So, Episode 6, Princess Leia and Wicket. I have here, this is a photo that you provided of Carrie Fisher in costume versus the actual figure. I think that these elbow joints are absolutely garbage.
Atrocious.
There is no excuse for this, frankly. The head sculpt, we talked about it with we talked about this. Manny says, is that jet pick on a mattress? Yeah, it's on a really dirty mattress. But that's how those leaks come out, man. Someone steals one from a factory and fucking takes a picture of that in their bed. So, anyway, so
They're like kicking the door. Quick, take the sheets off the bed. I need to take a picture.
you mentioned this, Dean, with the Harley Quinn head sculpt from a few weeks ago from Birds of Prey,
Uh,
but this looks so lifeless. This head sculpt, it's unimaginable. This just does not has none of that Carrie Fisher spice. Like just an absolutely atrocious release in mine own opinion. Wicket looks no better. I think these blogger pictures are a lot worse than what you actually receive.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
some people that have futzed it pretty well and it looks okay. I think the fur could definitely stand to be a lot darker. The Hot Toys branding on the feet in bright white, while probably required by the license, I would think that they could maybe get away with brown just to make it blend in just a
Or
little bit
black,
better.
even like
Black would be a
just
good one as
something.
well. But I am just not impressed. Like these elbow joints are just one of the worst things that I've ever seen. Uh, this is just
Yeah, I think if
a
you're gonna
swing and a
get this
miss.
figure,
Don't.
do a Fison swap on it.
I don't even know if you could do a Fison swap because the Fisons tend to be really tall, and Leia's not like that tall.
They have different size Fisons.
Oh, they're shorter now.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
shit. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Because
because
I know the
all the
males come in different heights.
yeah, all the female ones that I've seen are really tall. Like I
Yeah,
remember
because
when I had a the Slave Leia kit from a few years back, it
yeah,
was like taller than Luke, the sideshow Luke.
yeah. I was gonna say my 2B from Near Automata. She's on a Fison and she's fucking tall. Although she is in like stilettos.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan. Austin says it's trash, doesn't look like her. The elbows look ridiculous. It's small. Now, Dean, we're going to talk about this here in a second, but it just seems like as collectors, we get spoon fed this bullshit by Hot Toys, and no one cancels their pre-orders. This is still going to sell out.
Yeah.
I think if we ever want anything to change, and we've certainly been making the calls for people to not pre-order, probably as early as Stan Lee when that one came out with the big seam in the dome and the seam in the head sculpt. But we've
Oh,
trashed figures long before then.
yeah,
But
for sure.
I think this is a figure that you should definitely boycott. Maybe just get the Wicket by itself.
Dude, I
But
want the Wicked so bad.
this this is just an awful, awful set. I can't say enough bad things about it.
If anyone just wants the Leia, I will buy the Wicked.
Well, they sell the Wicket by itself.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's like 197.
Oh, I'm not paying that.
Well, that's what it costs.
That's too much for that Wicked.
Yeah, let me see. Let me
He
see.
comes with like,
That's 197.
ugh, no. I was thinking like
Yeah,
50 bucks.
unfortunately, no one's gonna sell you that for 15 bucks.
50, like 75, maybe 100.
Yeah,
Because I
Sean.
mean, really, he only comes with the spear.
Um, Probably. Sean says the Fison 27B is small. He said they
Uh,
make smaller ones now, so definitely might be
okay.
worth an upgrade. Though
Yeah, I
the
think
flesh
maybe
the flesh tones are
TB League switched it up.
well, TB League is Fison.
I know. I'm saying when TB League took
Oh, I
over.
see. I see. The only thing is the flesh tones are hard to match. Also,
Very. Oh, dude, it's annoying. That's why I only, if I'm gonna buy a set, I only buy the set if it comes with the body because I don't want to fucking take the time to research which one I need. Because not only is it skin tone, then there's bust sizes and shit, and it's like,
awful.
dude, this is exhausting. Just give me the one I need so I could make my figure and be happy, please.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people, moving on to the Hot Toys Rocket, a lot of people don't like this figure. And I mean, just from looking at the photos, looking at a few videos, I mean, this doesn't look awful. A lot of people are saying the jacket isn't good and the sculpt isn't good. But
I
I
was
mean,
a
I'm
little
not,
bummed. Yeah, the sculpt, it's just the one. I was like,
yeah.
why didn't it come with the other head sculpt?
And it's weird because I think on the box, either the art or the picture, the head is a different sculpt. So it's kind of weird that they did that. Um, I'm not a big Rocket fan, so I don't really have
Oh,
anything good or
dude,
bad to say about this.
I
But
love Rocket and I want this. I haven't seen a review yet. Is it out?
should be. I've seen the final secret base pictures and everything, so I imagine it probably is out or it's coming out.
Oh
But
man.
I mean, it looks. I mean, this was panned pretty bad as well. Enough that it sparked John Martino from Tashi to make a discussion, which we'll have here in a second. But it just seems like Hot Toys is losing it a little bit. I think the golden goose has stopped laying the eggs,
I
Dean.
don't think it's a golden goose problem. Well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah. Dean, it's that time of the show.
Oh, what the scrapyard, Annie? Yeah, are you guys looking for 3D printed replacement parts, resin printing of accessories? I didn't even know he did laser engraving of metal and wood. Did you know that?
I knew that.
I had no idea. Yeah, we want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard, Sean, sweet angel, for sponsoring this week's episode. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and eBay under Watto Scrapyard. They make 3D printed parts for all your hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin printed head sculpts of dozens, nay, hundreds of characters. I don't know if it's literally hundreds, don't hold me to that. In the Star Wars
Millions.
universe. Yeah. If you don't see a character that you really need on the shelf, just send him a message and he can get it designed and printed for you for pretty reasonable fee. Um, I would. I think you're hard pressed to find a character that's not on his resume. I mean, he really has every character. But yeah, what those scrapyard?
What a guy.
Zach was trying to do that before we started recording. He's like, I can't do
It
it.
was not good. It just did not work. So this is the discussion that John Martino put up in Tashi. The two recent releases of Jawa and Gonk, Leia and Wicket. It would seem the quality of the figures by Hot Toys has gone way down compared to the overall cost and prototypes. Gripes with the latest releases: Wicket coloring off, stamp feet, light weathering. Issues with the Leia reused head sculpt, exposed elbow joints. Jawa materials used, cheap stands. Gonk lightweight materials, paint app, overpriced set based on what you get. Prior to this release, we were all blown away by the releases of Krennic, Mud Trooper, and Solo. Totally agree there. What gives here? Is this cause for concern? Is Hot Toys rushing the figures out and sacrificing quality? What is your opinion?
I'm gonna say this: Krennic and Mud Trooper have been in the works for years, possibly. Would you say? I mean, that's an old movie, right? Both of those are older movies.
I
though.
mean, I doubt they would have started working on it without putting up a pre-order.
Um,
But potentially, but I mean, I guess Return of the Jedi has been out for 30, 40 years. So, I mean,
yeah,
you
but
know.
when did Mud Trooper and Krennic go up before Leia and Wicket, or was it around the same time?
I think Leia and Wicket went up for pre-order first.
First?
Could be. I don't have the exact date. You'd have to go to
Yeah, I'll have to check. I'm gonna say
6 scale
Rona.
scavengers.
That's my thing. Is the Rona.
I don't think it was the Rona.
The Mud Trooper and the Krennic were already kind of finishing up. They were doing fine. And the other ones, the Jawa and the Gonk droid from like teaser pics to release, I was like, holy shit, they came out with those really fast. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too concerned. I think it is bullshit that they're charging, the money they're charging for the products we're getting. But I'm not like abandoning ship right now. I'm also not buying the shit, but I'm not like, fuck these people, I'm out. It's like, why don't you just see how if it keeps going this way? Yeah, absolutely. Just
I mean, what is that point for you though? Like, at what point do you decide that you're just going to go to other companies?
I mean, I go to other companies anyway. It's not the only figures I buy.
Yeah,
but
I mean, for me personally,
I don't know, like another 2 releases. It's like, look, this shit's obviously not getting any better. I'll just pull a Jason Nelson in quotes because he's still buying them.
Wow.
He's like, I'm not buying Hot Toys anymore, and then buys Hot Toys. I know he's in the chat, so I'm picking on him. Yeah, like another 2 releases. If it's obviously hasn't gotten any better, and it looks like this is the trend, yeah, I would totally stop supporting. But I mean, not everything is going to be a banger. Look at the sequel trilogy; those movies are garbage.
Well, that's not really apples.
Rogue One was cool, but Episode 8 was fucking trash. Solo was cool. Episode 9 was pretty garbo.
So here's my opinion. Hot Toys really relies on its reputation as being the forefront of action figure, in that scale, in 6 scale. They don't make these figures because they're easy. They make them because they can and they do them well. That's why they cost so much, and that's why, in a lot of circles, including people that own statues, they're seen as the pinnacle of almost art in the
Right.
in collecting.
For sure.
Most statues are really nice, but if you look at the paint app of a 6 scale Hot Toys versus a quarter scale statue by most other companies, in parentheses, most other companies, Hot Toys is generally going to be better.
Yeah.
It is because of that I personally choose to hold them to a higher standard. Their prices continue to go up. It seems month to month, quarter to quarter. I remember very vividly you can get a 6 scale figure for 200, $220. Now they're coming in at 260, 250, 300 even. Diecast going from 330 to
Oh
430
yeah. I
with
mean,
a $250 accessory set.
yeah, we
I
had
think
this conversation back when the Iron Man was the Mark 50 accessory set was coming out. It was like, if you keep buying it, they're just gonna keep raising the price. But
yeah,
I mean, how many people are willing to sacrifice their collection? You know what I mean? It's like, well,
I'm
fuck, I really
perfectly
want a Luke
fine.
Skywalker. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some things that I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a shit what I have to spend. I want it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, the prices are just going up because people are, willing to pay it, and it
Going
sucks.
back to the Rona, I don't think that these figures are bad because of coronavirus. Hot Toys is no stranger at all to delaying figures. I mean, if you look at their catalog,
You're
even
right.
just in the past few months, most, if not all, of their releases for this year have been pushed back.
I mean,
Maybe this was something that they had to release figures to make income because when those factories aren't moving, they're not making any money.
I I mean
But
to
this
say that Rona has had zero effect is not.
No, I'm not saying it's had zero effect, but I think these figures would have always been bad. I mean, the head sculpt that they chose for Leia, it's not like they chose that head sculpt a
That's
month ago.
true.
They chose that head sculpt several months
2
ago.
years ago, that
Um,
Leia was already old.
the materials such as cardboard that they've been using for a lot of their figures, like the Black Panther, it's a cardboard structure that holds in the LEDs. That's not something that's
No
new because of the
way.
Rona. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's really nice cardboard. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh, you
it's
know
not
what? Yeah,
plastic.
my short trooper has a cardboard backdrop. So does
Yeah,
Thanos,
so
actually.
so I don't think that that's the issue. I just think that more people need to be more vocal. Hot Toys is notorious for not being the best for customer service. If you send them an email or complain on their Facebook, Mario says Leia and Gonk potentially were shown at SDCC 2018. That's 2 years to work on those figures. That's when I remember because I remember on some of the first Collecting Weekly episodes we
Oh
talked about them.
yes, you're right. Yeah, I remember because I was like, oh, whatever, and you were like, don't make fun of Wicket like that, and I was like, all right, calm down.
Yeah.
You
Now,
don't
of
even think
course,
Luke's the
making
chosen
a
one.
figure like Wicket is very difficult to make a body, clothe that body in fur, stitch it in, and then, trim it, make it
Honestly,
guy. But again, this is Hot Toys.
I think they
Looking
nailed
at
the Wicket.
Stop interrupting me. Looking at the
I'll do what I want. I'm the co-host.
looking at um looking at the Gonk though, a lot of the issues with the weathering and the paint is kind of inexcusable. Hot Toys is known almost universally for how good their paint, weathering, and detail work is.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. I'm just really bummed because I mean, you have people that are working in their garages making Gonk model kits that are painted and weathered, leagues better than Hot Toys is putting out for fractions of the cost. I think today on OSR, someone was trying to sell that Gonk for $175,
Yeah. Oh
which I just
man.
wanted to roast that guy, but that has nothing to do with this discussion.
Yeah.
I just think that it's up to us as collectors to be vocal, to not buy when things are bad,
Yeah.
and to really put our money where our mouth is. I mean,
I
of
think
course, go ahead.
I think you said it best, and you said this a long time ago. Don't fucking pre-order it. Wait till it comes out. And if it's fucking garbage on the reviews, don't fucking buy it. If you're
Yeah,
fucking pre-ordering it and then paying before you even get it,
you're
what's
just
their
giving them a
incentive?
license to
Yeah,
bend you
what's their
over.
incentive to keep a good product? It's like, well, they have already bought it.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, as collectors, we have to be willing to say this wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times people will say, I hate everything about this figure, and then you look at their collection and they bought it. You
Yep.
can't do that because it doesn't send the right message.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Or just buy it secondhand.
Yeah, that's what I
Just
do.
kidding.
Because yeah, I mean, it doesn't. They don't get the numbers. So Aeromaster
Yeah.
says, "I do what I want. I'm the co-host. Should be a T-shirt."
uh,
Dude, I was like, why is this motherfucker interrupting me so much? God damn.
because
Let's talk
I have things to say.
the next big pickup, Dean. So it's my birthday this month.
Also, really quick, if I don't interrupt you, you'll just keep talking.
That's the beauty of it, though.
So I was like, I have to.
That is the beauty of it.
That's why people watch the show, man.
Well, it is
This
my
is
birthday
cool.
this month, and I am very excited.
Yeah.
Dean, we're trying to work on a monumental deal of epic proportions.
Yes.
You need to sell a figure to buy a figure that I have so that I can buy this statue. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of moving parts there. How's it going on that front? Let's plug what you're selling. Maybe someone that's watching live or on replay might be interested.
Yeah, I'm selling a Hot Toys diecast Mark 40. Or
Wow,
what?
I'm selling a Hot Toys diecast
Yeah.
Mark 46.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy his Hot Toys Mark 46. I'm selling a Hot Toys Mark 7 diecast. I literally took it out of the box and put it in my DTOF. That thing is flawless. Nothing wrong with it. It's
Didn't you say you dropped it? No, I'm just kidding.
butthole. No, I did not drop it. Yeah, 415 shipped.
United
Or
States,
if it's local,
continental United
400.
States.
Yeah,
Continental
United
United
States.
States.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone wants it and wants to help my birthday present come true, or if you want to help me buy this birthday present, I would not turn that down. Danny Lee says,
Danny, don't do that.
God damn it, Danny Lee. Rob makes a good point. With the price that Hot Toys are going for now, we want the quality. I think that's a really excellent point,
Oh,
Rob.
dude. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna charge more, the quality better be better.
Yeah. For the audio listeners, the birthday present that I'm getting myself is the Hot Toys, or damn, I'm all over myself today. The Sideshow premium format Miles Morales with the Ultimate Venom diorama base. This thing looks
Okay,
freaking
it's Venom.
incredible.
I didn't know what that was. It looks like a Sarlacc.
I've been looking at this statue for a while, and you know, I'm really excited about this, man. I'm really excited about this. Steven from Steven's Collectibles and More is going to help me put in this pre-order for it. He's covering the shipping from Sideshow, which is really nice of him. And I am very excited to have this in hand. I think at this point it's going to be on layaway when it comes in until Dean makes his sale. So I'm hoping that you can get that sold so we can get you that Mark 46 for your collection, because I think on many occasions you've mentioned that that's your all-time grail for Iron Man.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have any Iron Man, it's gonna be that one.
Damn, look at that. Aeromaster just stuck a knife in your back.
What the hell? I'm in town and I'm selling a Mark 7.
Damn, dude, you just got stabbed.
What the hell,
back.
Eddie?
Eddie just stabbed the knife in your back and twisted it.
Oh, jeez.
Austin says, "Happy birthday, Zach." Thanks, man. His birthday is June 25th, so that's really cool.
That's
Mario,
a cool figure, man.
Yeah, I do like it, and I have to blame Matt from Rogue 16 and Deanie for getting me into statues. I've been looking.
Dude, her statue is sweet, and that's not even like the cool statues that she's getting.
Yeah.
How big is this? Like, do you have a picture? Usually there's like an apple they have.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull one up. So this is 17 inches tall. Miles Morales is quarter scale, but remember he is like a 15-year-old kid, so he's not he's not fair. Super tall. But this is here. Let's go to Sideshow's website here.
Even Sean.
God damn it. Man, everyone's trying to sell their Mark 7s right now.
That's
so this is how big it is compared to a normal person. This is the Apple picture that you wanted.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a good size.
Dude, they should sell the Apple. That'd be cool.
Dude, yeah, it should come with an Apple.
Bandai should make an Apple model kit to sell to Sideshow collectors. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Yeah.
Dean, can we 3D print apples with your 3D printer?
I don't see why you couldn't.
That would be the next level trolling.
Oh, the bottom is cool.
Yeah, dude, this base is incredible.
I kind of wish he was looking down at Venom.
I wouldn't want to look down inside of that. It's gross. But for display, though, I get what you're saying. For display, you would want
at least maybe
have him looking. So he does. The exclusive does have an interchangeable head. I do not have it. or was not able to buy it. That's the exclusive portrait.
Oh,
But
okay.
a lot of people that own the exclusive said it doesn't really make any sense because it's like, why would he have his mask off in the middle of a fight with Venom who's trying to eat him? Like universally, people just dislike this exclusive. Not the
Well,
fact that it's Miles Morales, but the fact that it just doesn't make any sense. A
I
lot of
was
people were
saying,
hoping that his mask would have been ripped, exposing his face, rather than him making a conscious decision to hold his mask during this fight.
yeah. No, I was saying an interchangeable head, like looking down, depending on.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
want to display like, oh, look how cool Miles is, or like, oh, look at this cool battle sequence? You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
Although I guess you could say like he's looking where he wants to jump, which also makes perfect sense.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
So this is
cool.
gonna
Don't get
be
me wrong; it's very cool.
it's gonna be my next pre-order, and I've been looking at my 46 just very disapprovingly. I have the Ironmonger and the Mark III, and in my opinion, that's the iconic. For me personally, that's the iconic Iron Man. So, I think
Yeah,
it's time to move on to 46. And worst case, maybe one day Hot Toys makes a second batch of those. I'll get one in the future, but for now, I think it's time to get into some Miles Morales stuff.
cool.
Dean, the joy of hobbying, we've been doing some cool projects. So our Patreonies, um, they got their Sabak cards,
Our
and
patronizers,
everyone really seems to like them. It felt really good, man.
they're
It's
beautiful.
really nice
This
when
picture comes from,
from Mario
yeah,
Cortez live,
Mario.
who's listening live. So thank you for everyone that supported our show. We were able to get a ton of cool things this month for the show. And Dean, one of the things that we're doing for all of our listeners is we're giving away this free Michael Myers. It's been sitting on my desk this whole show. This 1-to-1 scale, weathered and created by Manny the Man Gonzalez. Um, Look at this, man. This thing is amazing.
Guys, let me tell you about Manny real quick.
Tell them about
Um,
Manny.
Not only is he big BP,
Wow.
he's amazing, caring, and he's those things to the nth degree about Halloween. So this mask is like meticulously weathered and taken care of to the point where it's like, if you want a Halloween mask, this is the one to get. Um, I in fact I think he's done two of them because he was like, this is like a practice one, and this is the one. So you're gonna get an absolutely knockout mask if you win this thing.
It's pretty dope, to be honest.
Yeah, go solo cam. Can you see? Oh, there you go. For our listeners, and if you're not watching, Zach is now wearing the mask with his hat, headphones, and glasses on. He's got that Batman thing going where he has to turn his entire body.
Dude, I'm gonna wear this so I get the when I need to go to the grocery store,
Dude,
so I
can
don't
you
get the
imagine?
coronavirus.
He just like stands at the edge of an aisle, like half.
Actually, hold on 1 second.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah, the Mark 46 is just a beautiful figure, man. I kind of want to get the 85, but I don't know. I just like the 46. It's so beautiful. The 85 is just kind of like muscular. I don't know. It looks weird. Um, I also had the Mark 50 for like a few days. I hated it. Absolutely hated the Mark 50.
Could this be a vibe, Dean?
That could be a vibe. I don't know.
I don't know. Austin says I look like Captain Kirk. I think that's the where they got this mask from William Shatner, right?
Yeah, William Shatner. You know, it's really funny. I had no idea until Manny told me that. And
Mhm.
then I went and looked at the mask before they painted it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's 100% William Shatner. It looks just like him. It's fucking weird. Zach is Zach is changing.
Damn, that mask is hot.
I can imagine.
My God. Yeah, Manny did a great job. I couldn't hear what you were saying when I was putting the mask on, but he took that mask from a Tots Captain Kirk, modified it, painted it,
Oh, that's
did a
right. It was 100% a Captain Kirk.
yeah, like he took the I don't want to call it fur, but like the hair on the side, took it off, used latex paint, painted it. I mean, this is great work.
Yeah, like that's the most accurate.
Way to do it. Now, if you want to win this mask, it can be yours for free if you are in the United States, and you have to follow Manny's Instagram Picks by Manny, and then on our auxiliary we have a link to his YouTube channel, and you get a bonus entry for doing the YouTube channel as well. So show
Jason
him some
Nelson.
love. Show him some love, guys.
Jason Nelson says it was a William Shatner mask turned inside out. I don't think that's true.
No, I think
Manny,
they just repainted it.
Yeah, man, they cut the eyes holes open and repainted it and like ripped the sideburns off.
Yeah, and if anyone
Manny like schooled us. I know more about Michael Myers than I ever thought I would because in the chat like every day, at least once a day, Manny talks about Michael Myers.
Yeah,
it's his absolute passion. So this mask, I promise you, is the best you're gonna get. Look at that. You're still looking good to hang out with Manny today.
I mean, it was for like 2 seconds, but it was the best 2 seconds of my life.
Look, he's even got it on his shirt.
Dude, you feel cool when you wear the mask. So if you want, like, that's probably like $100 mask right there. If you want this mask, free $100 mask. If you're a fan of Myers, if you want to get into horror collecting, definitely check out the post on Auxiliary. It's a pin post, and you could win this free, shipped to your door, United States only. You can win it, and it can be yours, and it's beautiful. And there's the Gold Ranger right there, right there. Yeah, so thanks, Manny, for donating this. This is sponsored by Creeps Are Us, and big shout out to them for Manny for taking the time and effort to make this beautiful mask. Someone's going to really like it, so definitely enter if you want to win this. You can see there we extended the giveaway through June 30th, and on July 1st we're going to pick a winner. So you have about 21 days to
look at that dude. He even used the Halloween font. Like, dude, if that doesn't tell you that this dude pays attention to details, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, like, that's Manny's the best Myers fan that I know.
I think he's the best Manny that I know.
He's the best person that I know. Dean, thank our Patreonies for me.
Oh my God, our beautiful Patreons, our patronizers. Scott Bradley, fans. Ben Porter, Griffin Campbell. Shout out, Griffin. On top of the shout out, Sean Fear, Ian CB, Stephen Percha. Is Percha, right?
Sure.
Renee Mendez, Danny Lee, my sister Deanie, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, Eric Ruiz, and Mario. Sweet Mario. What a bunch of guys.
Big shout out to Stephen Krett. He helped me go in on with TNS. They're only shipping 2 figures at a time. So he pushed forward an order he had so that we could ship both of mine to my house.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully it'll get here before my birthday.
Which one's that? The
Young Rich Miles? Yeah.
Nice. Dude, I saw someone selling that for $275.
I was like, fuck that, dude. If it was $220 maybe, but $275, that's you making $100 on the figure. That's stupid.
I was gonna say there's no way it retailed for anywhere close to that.
No, it was $180.
Wow, what a butthole.
What a douche.
If you're listening, you are a butthole.
Dean, so we talk about our patrons a lot. We have the $5 tier and the $15 tier. We'll just run through these real quick, but the difference between the 5 and the 15 is the 15, you get the one-time certificate of crispness. Once a year, you can get a sculpt painted by Ian and Pete from Darkside Customs, and I will do figure fixes from you. And the Sweet Angel tier gets the on-screen shout-out, Patreon exclusive sticker, and you also get access to the Ox After Dark Rewind, which is becoming quickly one of our most popular shows. So much, in fact, that we had Ox After Dark stickers commissioned alongside the Silhouette Hollow stickers, which were very well received. And Dean, we also have this goodie going out in July. So if you want one of these, sign up before July 1st.
Dude, this thing is beautiful.
Sign up before July 1st, and you get a laser engraved acrylic charm with our logo on it. This is in acrylic, very fancy. You can see there on the back, if you're a doctor, I guess maybe. But this is see if you're a doctor, it could work like that. I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
it's
This is
like
the
it's my name, Martin, comma Dean, upside down.
a yeah. So these are very cool. So we put a lot of love into making these, and these are really great. You can make them into keychains. I think we're gonna buy some keychain stuff to make them into keychains, but you can also use it as a Christmas ornament.
Oh,
Pretty much anything.
dude! So on the subreddit for my PewDiePie,
Hmm.
well, you had a lot of people like, man, that's a cool logo. Because I wanted to make sure that our you know our YouTube channel was on there
Yeah,
and like a watermark so people don't post it. I mean, I guess they could just cut it off if they really
crop
wanted
it.
to.
Yeah,
But I had our logo under the figure and then the YouTube channel linked so people could go look at the video.
yeah.
And so many comments on the logo. So
Yeah, big shout out to Manny. And this
yeah,
is going to be a free gift with our $15 Patreon tier. So if you're in the $15 tier, in July, you'll be sent one of these straight to your door, no extra charge. So big shout out
so
to you guys
cool.
for keeping the show going. Dean, we are very passionate about certain causes. And I know last November we did a breast cancer awareness t shirt and we donated some money to the Susan G. Komen Foundation of San Antonio. This month, we
Yes.
are doing a Collecting Weekly Pride t-shirt, and you can see it there. You can buy it in multiple colors, and we're donating 100% of the revenue plus another 100%, so we're doubling the money
Yeah.
to the Pride Center of San Antonio. It's a very good
Very cool.
charity here in San Antonio, and Manny helped me make this logo, and I think it looks really good. You can see
It's
it
a
there on the top
beautiful
right.
logo. Manny got a little confused as to what a point I was trying to make in the chat. Um, I want to make sure that we're not just jumping on bandwagons. So I was like, if we're gonna be about a cause, I want us to actually be about the cause instead of just like, hey guys, we care. So I was like, let's make sure we're donating. So we're all on the same page now. Beautiful shirts.
Yeah, it
Um,
comes in a ton of different colors. I think we've sold 7 or 8 of these, so at this point, I think it's gonna be like a $40 donation,
I
which
really wish I could get the soft version. So things are
doesn't
so nice, but they don't come in my size.
yeah, $40 might not sound like a lot, but I've ran a nonprofit such as this before, and any donation, really allows you to expand your capabilities. Reading their mission statement, the mission of the center, Pride Center of San Antonio, is to serve the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and HIV communities by connecting them and their families to community resource
Well,
and
what?
organ
No.
and organizations related to health, wellness, support, education, activities, and advocacy. So, definitely a really good charity down here in San Antonio, which is where we are centralized. And we couldn't be more proud to be able to make a donation, big or small, to that charity. So,
Yeah, and I had a friend reach out to me like, hey, that's really cool that you're doing that. Like, it's
yes,
not a
but
huge difference, but it makes a difference even in one person's life. Like, hey, thank you for thinking of us. You know what I mean?
yeah, big shout out to everyone watching live, everyone watching on repeat. Big shout out to our other members of our team. We have Small Talk recording this weekend.
Yeah,
Or sorry,
yeah.
Only Fools and Collecting recording this Thursday. Excuse me about that. But Small Talk should be uploading. Um, I'm so confused right now. Small Talk should be recording this week, or is it OFAC?
I think OFAC's recording and
No, no, no. Small Talk's
Small
recording, and
Talk's uploading.
no, it's the other way around.
Oh, okay, okay.
See, let me just say this. If you're in the Collecting Weekly network, every week I tell you guys to give me your schedules and no one writes anything. So I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Only Fools and Collecting is uploading this Thursday. Small Talk is recording this Thursday. Should be.
Okay.
And then we also have Live and Let Dice. I think we're planning on either Friday or Saturday. We are only doing one Ox After Dark this week. We went a little crazy last week. I didn't realize it, but we recorded 3 damn Ox After Darks.
Yeah.
It was not good for my sleep schedule. I was a walking mess all weekend. Big shout out to Six Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, and TC for being just sweet angels. Just great guys, man. Really great guys. So big shout out to them. Uh, Dylan says we are recording this week. I feel like there's gonna be a bad word at the end of that, but I asked everyone. No one said anything. So You guys got to help me out
That's
here.
Dylan,
I
right?
can't run. Yeah, I can't run the whole network on myself, guys. I got to have some input about when y'all are recording.
I'm
Dean,
not
do you have any
sure.
shout outs you wanted to give?
Shout out PJ. He was very nice. I
Yeah,
love
shout out
PJ.
to PJ Relova. Shout out to everyone that bought a shirt. The thing with T Public is when people buy shirts, you don't get their names. So if you bought a shirt this month, the Pride shirt, let me know. I'd love
I know my
to.
sister bought 2.
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't know who else bought.
I'd love to be able to tell you thank you. So please, if you did buy one, let me know. Shoot me your receipt, and we
I'm not
really
sure
appreciate it.
what Jason's saying here.
Oh, it's about the miles that the dude was asking.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, dude on that miles listing is asking for the
Oh,
link where you ordered Zach rather than biting on that 275 listing.
good.
Dylan says, when did we not tell you WTF? I need the day, the time, because sometimes y'all record at 9, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 11. I just got to know when people are recording. So,
Yeah, we don't. There's a lot of other shows, in
yes.
our small community, and we don't want to cut into their time or vice versa. Like, hey, we're gonna record at 9 on Thursday, and they're like, oh, okay, we're recording at 7 on Thursday, so our show will be over by then, or
Yeah, so I'm
what
just
have
trying
you.
to figure out what's going on with small talk. Dylan, no need to get
Okay,
offended.
shout out Small Talk, man.
Yeah, they're back and
They
better than
came
ever.
out swinging. They hadn't missed a beat, even though they missed like 1,000.
Yes.
Just awesome guys. I love you, Dylan. You're still in the chat.
See, look, let me tell you this. Sunday, 7:11 p.m. Manny, are you recording this week and small talk? Manny, being a sweet, beautiful angel, says not this week. And then no one wrote anything in the chat after that about the schedule. So,
Wow.
Dylan, in fact, you did not tell me. And then again, I said, can everyone please drop, this is at 12 today, can everyone please drop your designs for the July Patreon stickers voting, please? I said please twice, Dean. What the fuck kind of guy is that? Manny, beautiful angel, straight gift from God himself, dropped his amazing design. No one else. Radio silence. There's like 12 people that read that message. Y'all can give me a thumbs up. Y'all are killing me. Austin says, are you guys Eastern time? We are Central Standard Time. Dylan says 9 p.m. Thursday. Damien confirmed with me. Also saw you ask for it. My bad. Let me tell you this, Dylan. Let me tell you this.
He's like, oh shit, yeah, I am wrong.
Right there, Dylan. You see that? That's a heart because I love you and I will always love you. You are a sweet, beautiful angel, and
Yeah, Dylan.
all is forgiven, my son.
We were talking about you the other day.
All is forgiven, my son.
On a After Dark.
Really? What did we say about him?
I was just like, I feel like I've known Dylan forever, and
Yeah.
I've never met him. It's so weird.
I remember that actually.
Like we were
I was
so
there.
excited because he was trying to come down for
The awards.
Yeah, the awards during Christmas time, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to. But I was like, holy shit! Like I've never met Dylan, but I watch him, on Small Talk, and I'll sit here and I feel like I've known him my whole life. I love that guy.
Yeah, as a bonus, whoever wins the Manny the Man Gonzalez Myers mask, Patreon or not, I will send you one of these beautiful charms, Dean. I will send them a charm if they win the mask.
Nice.
Just as an incentive. So,
Eddie, check your Facebook messages. I sent you a message.
That's pretty much it for the show, Dean. Do you have any more shout outs you want to give, or are we good here? Big shout out to everyone watching in the chat. Austin, Arrow, what's his name again? I keep forgetting.
Eddie.
I need to put it on a sticky
Unless
on my
I'm
computer.
wrong.
Dylan, Jason, Mario, Manny, Danny, lots of Jason, Rob.
My mom was in the chat earlier.
Dean's mom, Sean, lots of beautiful angels. Rob, what a chat we've had today. Sean, Stephen Kret, bunch of handsome guys. Bunch of handsome guys.
Dude, way to go. Very
Look at this. Manny is joining Small Talk this week.
I like when you guys are engaged. Because some people just like to watch, which is great. That's awesome.
Dude, y'all killed me last night though.
If we make a point, like it's our show, but if you think of something we didn't say, it's great to be like, oh, you know what? That's a good point. I won't do that because I'm stubborn, but Zach for sure will.
Yeah. Shout out to Dean for interrupting me a lot. Otherwise, it would have just been me talking for an hour.
Yeah, I have to because Zach is very passionate, and he likes to go, and I have to be like, hey man,
There's a thing
I
in
got
this
some shit to say.
office. It's called the soapbox, and I like to get on it every once in a while. And
Pretty much, I think that's what he sits on.
yeah. Jason says no movers and shakers, or did I miss that? There was we were gonna talk movers and shakers.
Damn it, Eddie.
Um, but what did he say?
Oh, I was like, hey, are you really looking for a Mark 7 or are you trolling? He's like, oh, I was trolling.
Wow. Jason says no movers and shakers. We had the idea to do movers and shakers this week with the Lego sets. There was an internal email circulating that Lego asked a lot of the emergency services to be removed from marketing.
Marketing and show. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be like police, fire, rescue, etc. And Lego released a statement that was unrelated to what's going on in the world right now, and because of that updated statement, like if we would have ran the show last Tuesday, for sure we would have had that on the show sheet. But I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. They did release that statement. Manny says, "Where's the movie of the week?" Do you want to talk about the movie of the week?
I mean, we
Dean?
can. I'm down to talk about it all the time.
So we had a movie of the week, but we canceled it because
We thought the show was going to run long.
we shot the show. We thought the show was going to run
I
long.
shot the ship.
Dean, let's talk about it. So what was the movie this week, Dean?
This movie this week is Star
May have
Wars.
heard about it. You may have heard
Yeah, I
about it.
think maybe they've heard about it. It came out back in 1977. It's called Star Wars: A New Hope.
It is
Back then it was just Star Wars, but
Yeah, it
it's
is an
coming to its own.
American epic space opera. You may have heard of it. Written and directed by George Lucas, produced by Lucasfilm, and distributed by 20th Century Fox. It is one of the greatest films ever made. Just amazing.
Oh, dude, culturally, I think culturally, it's the most significant movie that's ever been made.
I would agree with that. Very bold movie, though. If you look at the film, the first 30 to 45 minutes is primarily set not in space for a movie called Star Wars. There is a lot of interesting facts about this movie. There's an excellent video on YouTube, if you guys want to watch it, called How Star Wars Was Saved in the Edit.
Oh,
The
it's a
original
fantastic video.
The original cut that George Lucas had shot and proposed was so far removed from the end result that frankly, I think that if they had ran with the original cut, the movie would not have been what it is today. George Lucas's ex-wife put in a lot of work in crafting that movie into the masterpiece that it is. Sean says this is the movie with Spock, right?
God damn it, Sean. I'm out.
Yeah, but this is a really good movie. We had planned to talk about this movie because it was so culturally significant, not necessarily that it was ever talked down upon. But we just didn't have any movie ideas, and we thought we'd just talk about it a little bit. Dean and I had gotten into it a little bit on After Dark a few weeks ago, talking about Luke Skywalker's progression in that movie. I thought that he may have been a little OP. Dean thought otherwise, and that's we can have our disagreements on that. That's totally fine. Iconic characters: Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia. One of the best films I think that I've ever seen. So if you guys in the chat have anything you want to say about it, obviously there's been hundreds of toys released in this movie, so we don't have photos of them all. But this is just one of those movies that's so good. And I really wanted to mention, though, that you guys should definitely check out that video about how Star Wars was saved in the edit, because that is just really.
Let me pull up the link and I'll throw it in the chat.
Yeah, throw it in the chat so they can watch it once we hop off.
It's a fantastic video.
Yep. And do you guys
let's talk about your first experience with Star Wars, man.
Yeah, sure. So I was introduced to Star Wars by my uncle, who he was paralyzed. I've talked about him a few times on the show, and he was a big nerd, and that's how we bonded for a long time. Fortunately, we were able to see what is the second sequel trilogy movie? The Last Jedi. We were able to see that movie together. He had periods of sickness and health in his his last few years, and so we weren't able to see Rogue One or TFA together, but we were able to see The Last Jedi a few weeks before he passed away. And it was a really special experience, not the movie itself, but just being able to see it with him. Being that he had introduced me to Star Wars and we had never been able to watch a movie together in the theaters. Um, I think I was introduced around the age of 4 or 5 to Star Wars, and I'm really looking forward to because my kid has watched Star Wars before, but not like when you're 3, you don't really watch movies like watch movies. I'm excited for when she's able to actually watch it and process what's happening in these films. So I'm very excited about that. What do you think, Dean? What was your first
I think
first
it's
experience?
beautiful that you're sharing Star Wars with your daughter. By the way,
Yeah, I'm really
uh,
excited about that, man. It's gonna be
it's
really special.
it's an honor to pass it down
Yep.
one day. Anyway, I I always do it with my nephew. I always like, why isn't he watching Star Wars? Or if I buy him something that's Star Wars related. Um, but oh man, I just remember getting the VHSs. I don't even remember why.
Yeah, I have the VHSs
And
as
just
well.
watching A New Hope over and over and over and over and over. It's just the best movie ever made, I think.
You watch it a lot, don't you?
I watch it all the time. Not so much recently, but like, I don't know, once a week usually. I mean, I love that movie.
Do you
Uh,
because you have the Harmony despecialized, right? That I gave you.
yes.
That, in my opinion, if you're gonna watch these movies, I know they just released um I know they just released the 4K edits, but I think if it's my understanding that those are the special edition cuts, right? In 4K.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to pick up the Harmony despecialized trilogy, definitely check
On
those out because
eBay,
those
right?
are yeah, you can get them on eBay or you can download them online.
Oh, that's right. Didn't
But
we give a
those
set away?
we did. We
Yeah,
did. That
we
was one of
gave
our
a
first
flash drive
giveaways.
away.
And
We should do
those
another one.
films are amazing. They're recut from the special edition and from the original DVD that had the
Yeah.
theatrical editions. But in my opinion, that's the best way to watch.
Yeah, they're
I think you can watch
upscaled.
Empire in 4K. It's not that different, but for sure, Episode 4 and Return of the Jedi need to be watched in Harmony. Mario says check out 4K 77. That sounds pretty neat. Dylan says Zach calling movies films is my favorite. What a guy.
Yeah, the Harmony despecialized
That's what they
version.
call it on Wikipedia. That's why I usually quote the
The
film.
the only thing I don't like about the Harmony despecialized is sometimes the colors are like, I don't know, they couldn't, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Zach, but sometimes like the whites are very yellow and some shit like his boots, Luke's boots are like, and it'll be just for one scene. It's like, why were the colors so off in that? I don't know
I
if it's
guess
like
I
an
have
upscaling thing or
it could be that's just how the original theatrical was.
that's true.
I could be wrong, but I know when I first purchased Best Buy did the Steelbook Blu-rays like maybe like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
When I first bought those, I remember watching them and I was thinking, why is Luke and Han and Leia specifically in the scene with where they're rescuing her from the prison cell?
Uh,
I was like, why are their faces so red? Like they're almost like pink. Their faces like flush red.
yeah.
And I pulled up the DVDs and they were normal and it wasn't until I watched the Harmy video where they talk about the changes. When they did the Blu-ray upscale, they applied a filter to the whole film and it made some scenes like overly red for some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
And it's something that I can't unsee, like watching them in like Disney Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
I just can't unsee it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to just sit on the couch, turn on Disney Plus, and watch Star Wars. But I
Yeah.
will get my fat ass off the couch, pop in the despecialized versions because they are really that much better.
Yeah.
That's how the movies were meant to be seen, um, untouched by stupid CGI bullshit. Um, it's just so fantastic. The only complaint I do have, um, which I kind of wish they had kept in Empire. The only change they ever made to Empire was putting the modern Palpatine in place of the original. I kind of wish they had still kept that because the original emperor was like
It was
really
like a
weird
lady
looking.
in like a monkey mask.
Yeah, they're like bulging eyes. It's weird looking. So I kind of wish that was the same. But that's really the only thing they ever touched in Empire. So if you're gonna watch 4 or 6, the despecialized versions are the way to go. But yeah, I love A New Hope so much. Obi-Wan is the best. Leia is so cool. Han and Chewie. You get to see the Falcon. Vader is arguably the coolest he ever is.
Optical says, Danny, I'm selling a laser dick, laser dick,
Hey,
a laser disc player still in the brown shipper.
wow. I have a Return of the Jedi on Laserdisc.
Yeah. What's up, Optical? Optical, I hope you come on our After Dark this week. We don't know what day it's going to be, but we'd love to have you on the show.
Mario, I love those DVDs. That's what I watched before Zach gave me the despecialized versions. Also, Zach, I gotta swing by your house maybe tomorrow. No, yeah, maybe tomorrow to drop off those figures, and then
For
I'll
your
bring
mom?
yeah, and then I'll bring you your birthday gifts.
Wow. Can you wrap it for me? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, no, absolutely
Wait, are you talking about
Hey, what's up, Uncle?
the figures that your mom got
Yeah. She has to take them to the post office so they could verify that they're broken.
for the insurance?
Yeah, I think they because the lady didn't break them; they broke in shipping, so she has to show the post office that the shipping broke them, and then I guess
But if we're gonna fix them, does the post office keep them or
no, they need to verify that they're broken so they could give my mom money.
and they just give her money on the spot or
I don't know how it works. I think it's through eBay, but the lady didn't ship them broken; they broke in shipping, so it's.
Do me a favor, just pick up that. I was telling your sister about that plastic weld stuff. Just go to Walmart and pick it up.
I don't drive, so I'll ask if.
Yeah, I mean it would save me a trip.
Yeah.
But yeah. Austin says, "Do you guys allow people in the chat to come on? Not usually during the regular show. After dark, we have no problems, but during the regular show, just it's kind of a. It depends. We
Yeah,
have to pre-schedule it. That way, you know what
I
is
was
going
about to
on.
say you got to pre-schedule it
Because I mean, it's not a lot of information, but we have to all be on the same page about what we're talking about.
Yeah, throughout the week we're constantly adding to the show.
For example, let me show you the show sheet here. This
like
is
the Lego thing that was literally last minute. Like take it off, put it on. Take it off, put it on. Like what do we do?
This was our show sheet today, if you guys want. And I did a stream last night. Dean was telling me never to do it again, and I think I agree. It was like a pre-show planning stream, and Dean was like, "You kind of just gave them like a mini episode before the episode."
Yeah,
And I
as
was
he
like,
was
"Well, no
adding
one,
things to the
no
chat.
one was in the chat, and I just bored by myself, and I thought it would be a little bit more engaging than it was. I thought there'd be people asking like, "Oh, this is great to see this." So Rob asked Zach, "Are you getting the new Imagination Works Goku?" We talked about it a little earlier in the show. I'm not a huge fan. Dean is, so I think I'll probably pass.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it.
Sean says, "When is Dean getting wheels again?" Hopefully soon.
Yeah,
Austin,
maybe by the end of the month I'll have the money. So I
well,
got an email from my attorney.
buy my Mark 46 before you buy a car. Come on. Austin says, Austin, if you're serious about wanting to come on a show, message me on Facebook, and we'll talk. We'll talk about getting on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we like people that have different opinions. They collect different shit.
Yeah, we always love our listeners to come on the show. We don't do it where like you come on every week, but we always like to sprinkle in a few new voices here and there. So definitely let me know. Optical says, Zach, I saw you were doing last night. I was like, my goodness, looks like a lot of work. Yeah, that amount of work happens for every week's show. So,
I give Zach a lot of shit, but I always give him props where he deserves it. And organizing the show is definitely up there.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see what our slides look like, this is what all of the information today. So it's 30 slides worth of content that we had to put together, which I did last night. So
yeah, because the slides have to match up to the damn show sheet, and he has to know where they are, and
sometimes I have to fix them in real time if an image or whatever. It's a pain in the butt. But
it's a lot of work. I just come on and be funny. Zach is the mastermind, and
yeah,
I always say if Zach stopped the show, I would not continue it. I am too lazy.
See, Dean, that's why I am the host of the show.
Yeah, I'm the co-host.
No, you're the host as well.
Yeah, we're co-hosting.
No, we're hosting together.
No, you even lost your own argument earlier.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about something else. I was thinking of that scene in The Office where they're like, "We're co-managing,"
Oh,
and then I was like,
yeah.
"Damn it, that's co-hosting." Oh man. So Optical, we'll let you know. Optical, I need your address, by the way. Facebook me your address. I'm gonna send you. I told you I was gonna send you a signed headshot. I'm gonna send you a signed headshot for your collection. So big shout out to PewDiePie. Hopefully we make it to his video. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
keep an eye out on Lawai and see if we make it on there.
Anyways,
I'm still
guys,
one of the top posts, so we'll see.
I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
Catch you on the next episode.
Dostoevsky.